Praise be to you, Yahuwah my Elohim. Praise be to your Son, Yahushua my Messiah. I come at your feet in the name of your Son. Thank you for the knowledge you pour unto me, and thank you for breaking out the shackle that was bound on my face. Yahuwah, you are the only true living God. Thank you for your Yahusha, whom you truly love. You are Elohim, the Elohim of the Yahudim.
Shalom, family. I'm your brother Pierre Ligi, and this is The Remnant Awakens. If you're tuning in for the first time, welcome to the family. If you've been walking with us for a while, you already know. This is where we dig deep, we question everything, and we don't settle for the surface. Today, we're about to step on some toes, but it's all love, I promise. We're talking about the so-called holy days, the world, Catholics and Christianity celebrates, Christmas, Easter, all of that, and what Yahuwah actually says about them. So buckle up, grab your Sefer or your Hallelujah scriptures, and let's get into it and expose them all. First, let me grab my water, because this is gonna be hot. Alright, let's start with the basics. What does Yahweh say about these days? I mean, it's not like he left us guessing. Deuteronomy chapter 12, verse 30 to 31. Go check it for yourself. He says, "Take heed to yourself that you are not ensnared to follow them after they are destroyed from before you, and that you do not inquire after their gods, saying, 'How did these nations serve their gods? I also will do likewise.' You shall not worship Yahuwah your Elohim in that way." That's pretty clear, right? He's saying, don't copy the nations. Don't take their customs, their celebrations, and try to slap his name on it. It's not just about what feels good or what's popular. It's about obedience. And you know, we talked about this before. Obedience is where the real power is, not in the symbols or the traditions. Remember the episode about the cross? Same principle here. So now let me expose each pagan holiday with its history one at a time. Let's start with Christmas, December 25th, not Yahusha's birth. Actually, it's the birthday of Tammuz, Mithra, and the sun god. Evergreen trees, Yule logs, and gift-giving come from Babylonian sun worship. Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 2 to 5, literally describes decorating a tree with silver and gold, and calls it vanity. Next we got Easter, Resurrection Sunday, named after Ishtar, the goddess of fertility. Rabbits and eggs are fertility symbols, nothing to do with resurrection. Yahusha rose on first fruits, and he actually rose at the end of the Shabbat, Saturday night. Not Easter Lent, Ash Wednesday, and Good Friday. They are all pagan rituals adopted by the Catholic Church. Next, we got Halloween. Its origin began with Samhain, a Celtic festival honoring the dead. People dress up to ward off spirits. It's rooted in witchcraft, necromancy, and divination, all forbidden by Torah. Deuteronomy chapter 18, verse 10 to 12 says, "Let no one be found among you who practices divination or consults the dead." Next, we got Valentine's Day. Its origin began with Lupercalia, a Roman festival involving naked rituals and fertility rites. The saint version was a mask to Christianize a demonic custom that promotes lust, idolatry, and carnal love, not Yahuwah's love. Next we got New Year's Day. January 1st, Yahuwah's calendar starts in Aviv, during spring, not winter, January is named after Janus, the Roman god of two faces, looking backward and forward. Midnight celebrations, fireworks, and champagne are pagan rituals of transition and invocation. And last we got Lent, Ash, Wednesday, Good Friday, not found in scripture. Ash on the forehead comes from sun god worship. 40 days of mourning is borrowed from Tammuz worship. See Ezekiel chapter 8 verse 14. Yahusha was not crucified on Friday, nor raised on Sunday. This timeline is false and doesn't fit the 3 days and 3 nights prophecy, even when you count it backward. So, why does the world love these days so much? I mean, it's everywhere. TV, music, even in the stores, months before the day comes. 1 John chapter 2, verse 15 says, "Do not love the world or the things in the world. If anyone loves the world, the love of the Father is not in him." That's a hard word, but it's true. These holidays are designed to appeal to the flesh. Gifts, food, parties, all that. It's about fitting in, feeling good, not about holiness or obedience. And honestly, it's easier to go with the flow than to stand out. But, as we've talked about in other episodes, the remnant is called to be set apart. We're not supposed to blend in. We're supposed to shine, even if it means being misunderstood or left out. Now, here's the part most folks never hear in church. Yahweh actually gave us his own set-apart days, his feasts. Leviticus chapter 23 lays it all out. Passover, unleavened bread, first fruits, Shavuot, trumpets, Day of Atonement, tabernacles. These aren't Jewish holidays. They're Yahuwah's appointments with his people. And Yahusha himself kept them. The apostles kept them. The early believers kept them. These are the days that point to the Messiah, to the plan of redemption, to the second Exodus. If you want to know what pleases Yahuwah, start here. I mean, it's not always easy. Sometimes you gotta explain to your family why you're not doing Christmas or Easter anymore. But, like we said in the episode about storing treasure in the Shamayim, obedience now leads to reward later. It's worth it. Revelation chapter 18 verse 4 says, "Come out of her, my people, lest you share in her sins and receive of her plagues." That's not just a suggestion. That's a command. Yahuwah is calling his remnant out of Babylon, out of the world systems, out of the fake holidays, out of the traditions that have nothing to do with him. It's not about being self-righteous or looking down on others. It's about hearing his voice and responding. And look, I get it. It's hard. I grew up with these holidays too. I know what it's like to feel like the odd one out. But every time I choose obedience over tradition, I feel that peace, that confirmation from the Ruach. We're not called to be comfortable. We're called to be faithful. So, here's the bottom line. Yahuwah doesn't want your holiday cheer. He wants your covenant heart. He's not impressed by how many gifts you buy or how pretty your decorations are. He wants your loyalty, your obedience, your love. That's what sets the remnant apart. That's what he's looking for. And like we talked about in the episode on faith, it's not about what you say, it's about what you do. Are you willing to lay down the traditions of men for the commandments of Yahuwah? That's the real test. All right, family. That's it for today. If you're feeling challenged, good. That means the Ruach is working. Don't just take my word for it. Go study. Go pray. We're all on this journey together. I'm Pierre Lidji, your brother from the tribe of Yehuda, and this is The Remnant Awakens. If this message stirred something in you, don't keep it to yourself. Like this video, so it reaches more people. Subscribe if you're awakening to truth, and comment below with what stood out to you the most. And if you know someone still stuck in these so-called holy days, share this episode with them. Until next time, Shalom. See you all on the next episode.
Praise be to you, Yahuwah my Elohim. Praise be to your Son, Yahushua my Messiah. I come at your feet in the name of your Son. Thank you for the knowledge you pour onto me, and thank you for breaking all the shackle that was bound on my face. Yahuwah, you are the only true living God. Thank you for your Yahusha, whom you truly love.